Dot!
He was wide open. I could have made that throw. And I can't even see over the lineman.
What's up, NewPointe eSports? My name's Cody. I'm from Coshocton, and this is Brian. We're playing a head-to-head match today in Madden, giving you guys some tips and tricks as we go along. Brian, tell us what campus you're at.
I'm at the Dover campus.
Brian's at the Dover campus. He's the Ravens. I'm the Chiefs. And real quick, first tip I got for you, if you're ever going to kick the ball off, you always or whenever you win the coin toss, you always want to kick it because that way you get to see your opponent's offense. And then you get the ball at halftime. So real quick, I'm going to go through my coaching adjustments. I leave auto flip off. I turn auto alignment onto base align. Ball and air defense, I use play ball. And then option defense, I use conservative so that I'm playing Lamar Jackson. I got to be careful of the read option. And then in any run defense, what I like to do is I like to do the cover two invert. All right, let's see what you got, Brian.
I have absolutely no skill.
Oh, look at Spoon.
This is literally the first time I have played this year's Madden.
Madden is a lot about having your faith in your game plan, kind of sticking true. So, Brian, what's your game plan? Are you a run-first guy, pass-first guy? What's your game plan today?
Just a lot of spin move. Get the ball down the field and score more points than you. That's all I've got right now.
All righty.
Honestly, I can't tell you my game plan because then you would know it.
Touche.
See you in the kingdom.
So if you're not good at Madden, the easiest way to win more games is to run the ball. In this year's game, running the ball is really, really effective. In fact, the guys that win tournaments this year are running the ball. It's really difficult to stop. As you could see, he ran a simple dive play, got through, and next thing you knew, he was almost to the house. So I would hope that Brian runs the ball a lot on me today. Because if you don't,
definitely
that's what
ran
happens.
The ball the wrong way.
Mr. Jones says shalom in the backfield. So 3-4 bear is what I run probably the majority of the game. The next thing that I do, if he comes out in a passing set, as you see here, he's going to come out in a passing set. You don't want to come out in your 3-4. What you want to do is you want to come out in this big dime. Now, if he catches me off guard and runs, that's one thing, but hopefully he's going to pass. And there you see there's the pressure off that left edge.
Now, also, if you're playing this game, it's rude to look at your opponent's.
I can see it when you come out. I'm not looking at your
screen.
You're
looking at my plays.
I'm not. I'm looking at my plays. When you come out, see there it says goal line normal at the bottom left. That's another quick tip for you on defense. You never want to pick a play until your opponent has picked a play, so you can at least see, are they in a run heavy set? Just like in real life football, you can see what your what package your opponent has brought in. So that's why you want to do that. But anyway, here comes in the goal line. He's going play action. Running with Lamar. And you might want to kick.
Is it fourth down?
Fourth down. Good goal line stand by the Chiefs. You do know how to kick a field goal, right?
I've played Madden before, yes. But I'll probably miss.
That'll be awkward.
See it. Oh, there it is.
That was
Money.
perfect. That was nice.
Money.
All right, so Brian's on the board. My philosophy in defense is, and this is, again, all about having faith in your game plan. My game plan is to hold my opponents to 3 points. If I can do that on defense, I feel like that's a success. So offensively, Brian's a little bit more of a runner. I'm a little bit more of a passer. I'm in the Arizona Cardinals offensive playbook, and you'll see a lot of this one play that I really, really like. One of the things that I like to tell people is whenever you're playing Madden, you don't want to run a play unless you've practiced it in practice mode before. So every play that I'm going to run, I've practiced over and over again. And that's all about having faith in your system. You'll see with my passing route here, this route to the right, it's a corner route. And I'm going to throw that a lot, and I'm going to throw it even if it doesn't look like it's open because I've thrown it so many times. I have faith that it's going to open up. And that's one of the critical things. Again, it goes back to having faith in your game plan, faith in your system. And typically, that's going to help you be very consistent as a player. So Brian's going to user guard it. And there you see on that left side, there you go. So Brian, defensively, you just want to try to stop me? Do you want to blitz me? Do you want to play coverage? What's your strategy?
I think anytime you're going with the out route, see your guys going out to the sideline there, you really want someone on him rather than a zone where you're just sitting back. But I ran a zone there and gave up a touchdown. So what do I know?
I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to go for 2 every time.
Thank you. I think you're probably going to run the score up. I think that's what you're doing right here.
All right, so now, again, my strategy is to hold him to 3. So now what's happened in Madden, Madden is a game of possessions. And so right now I'm up 1 possession just because I held him to 3. If I can hold him to 3 again and I get the ball and I go down and score, then I'll be up by 2 possessions, which is a huge deal because Madden is also a game of managing the clock. It's a lot about clock management. You see Brian here, he has 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And so part of my job is to make sure that he only gets a field goal, but it's also to know the pace of the game. More than likely, Brian's going to go a little bit more pass heavy because of the amount of time he has on the clock. And as I say that,
come on, Mark
Run the
Ingram.
ball.
Come on, Mark Ingram. There we go. Team celebration because we're a team here.
you play as a
We're
team.
a unit.
All right, so Brian just
I took it to the house.
now why would you not go for 2 here?
Because I need the points.
He needs the points.
I need the points.
I would recommend you go for 2 here because you're up by 1 possession. If you go for
think
2,
I
you
missed
can
it.
get up
Nope,
by a
didn't
field
miss
goal.
it.
But now, see, you're only up. See, if I go kick a field goal, I'm back up by 1 possession. See what I'm saying?
And that's okay because I get the ball back.
Brian, I think you've got some issues in your strategy. You might not need to be putting faith in that, my friend.
Well, that's why I'm on my controller and you're on yours.
I guess you play your game and I'll play my game. You have the best kicker in history of the world and just kicks
right.
it into the stands.
Fun fact, not only can Justin Tucker kick a football, he can sing.
Are you serious?
He's a professional
Where
opera
did
singer.
Where did he go to college at?
I don't know that one.
We need someone to look that up. I think he went to Texas. All right, here we go. All right, Brian, let's see how you adjust.
I think I ran a zone again. And I did.
Might not want to be running zone. He went to Texas A&M? I thought Justin Tucker went to Texas.
All right, I'm going to use your strategy that you've given me. You're running a gun spread Y flex, which means you're probably running the same exact play you've ran every time.
So what Brian's going to do is he's going to start adjusting to one play, and you'll see here I'm going to throw another one right at him.
Oh, that's a good catch.
That's part about having a system. You have multiple plays that go in multiple different directions. It looks exactly the same, but it goes in 2 different directions. There it was, I was running everything over the middle, and here I'm just going to take off with Mahomes. One of the things, and this is why I told Brian and I were talking about before the game, we were talking about who do you pick and why do you pick them. I told Brian, I said, the best 2 teams in the game, at least in my opinion, are the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. The only other team that's even close is the 49ers. But it's really, really important in this year's game to have an escape artist quarterback. The reason is because of how powerful that is. And you use that ability. It's a superstar ability in the game. But if you use that, a mobile quarterback that has escape artist, what can happen is you see he gets that little initial burst out and I'm able to score just because of that one little ability there.
I think I just made a mistake. We'll find out here. Yep. And missed the tackle.
All right, Brian, let's see if you can score in 27 seconds. You got 3 timeouts. All right, so defensively here. If Brian runs the ball, he's a genius.
Certified genius in the wrong direction.
Call timeout.
We're going to run the no huddle.
You got the runoff.
I did not know that. I didn't. You could have told me there was a runoff.
That's why I told you.
All right, Lamar, let's get this thing going here. Oh, where are we going? And we're stopping. I was trying to get out of the pocket, and he stopped moving because he hit his drop. The things they add into these games each year.
Brian, what was your takeaway from the first half?
You're good, and I've got some progress to make. But I think that I need to learn how to tackle, apparently, too.
Oh.
That was interesting. So what's the reason for running the wrong way there?
There wasn't really. I was trying to get around the pursuit angles in this game, and it's hard to explain. But basically, right trigger. If you don't want to hold right trigger down all the time, you want to hold, which is turbo. You want to hold it down at specific times, and then only if you're in the open field. So what I was trying to do there was time my turbo with a that was a dime.
That was a perfect pass. I thought I had cut the route off. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I had made a good stop, and that was a beautiful pass.
If we have our video guy Tyler needs to take that, and that should be one of our highlight clips, because that was one of the best passes I've ever thrown. All right, let's see what we can do here. You just touche. Some critiques. That was a dot. That was crazy.
All right, if I'm on defense like I am, and I notice someone's running the same play over and over again, what's the strategy to stop that? When you notice that you're running the same play, like you're kind of running the same set at least, what formations do you suggest?
Well, you have to understand what the defense is, or how the offense is beating you. So the way that I'm beating you is on that right side corner route. The zone that I would recommend you go to is if you go to any defense, but you want to have a player that's going to sit in the space of it. So the way that I try to teach people is through grass or space on the field. So as you can see there, that cover 3 cloud, that blue zone is going to sit kind of right there. So you'll see here, if I try to throw the corner route, and I'll just show you guys, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. Here you see he's out, and I can fit it in, but it's a lot tighter of a throw. What I would actually recommend you do is go to Tampa 2.
Tampa 2.
Yeah, Tampa 2 will stop that route. But it opens up other things. So you can't stop everything on every play. What you can do is you can deter certain things. Another way that you can do it is the way that you originally started in the game, was you were standing over on that side of the field, and you stopped it that way. But again, I think a lot of times too, people run plays that they've never tried, and they've never practiced it. And so what happens is they come out in a game and they're trying to learn the play while they're running the play, and it just doesn't work that well.
The dive does not work that well either. Or me trying to tackle it all in that play. So what you're saying is just like in real life, if you go and just try to run a play for the first time, you're probably not going to do very well with it.
Yeah, and calling play, being intentional, calling plays with a purpose. So right now you're trying to figure out how to stop me, but I think you're trying to do several other things at the same time, because you're trying to blitz me off the left edge. When you know I'm a right-handed quarterback, it doesn't make sense to blitz me off the left edge, because you're going to drop there, and I'm just going to run right here.
So what you're saying is you looked at my play call.
No, I looked at your defense, and all of your players shifted to the left side of the formation. Okay. All right, so Brian's got to score twice.
So
I would bet money he's going to pass.
So if you're looking at a team and you're trying to figure out who you want to play with, what positions do you typically look for an X-Factor player in?
for me, the number one position is the quarterback. By far. And the reasoning is because they touch the ball every play. Even on a handoff, you want to. I mean, unless you're going to run the ball every single time, which some people do this year because of how effective running the ball is, you want to have a quarterback that is mobile or can move, like a Russell Wilson, a Patrick Mahomes. Any of those guys would be good. So I would look for quarterback. The second thing I would look for is defensive tackle. This year, more than any other year, the way the defensive line plays, that is a very critical position because it can help in the run game. It can also help in the pass game. And then the only other X factor player I would say is if you're a runner, it's definitely the running back. You want to have a really good running back. So this year, Derrick Henry's probably the best one. But if you're not a runner, if you're a passer like I am, then maybe trade, instead of having a good running back, you'd have a good wide receiver, But different play now teams allow different things like that. So, for example, if I wanted a really good receivers, I would go be the Minnesota Vikings because they have the best receivers in the game. If I wanted to be and they also have really good defensive linemen. And so you just kind of have to weigh the pros and cons of every team. But every team does have pros and cons. It's just for me, because I value the quarterback so much, having the best quarterback is what I go with. Aaron Rodgers actually, and in real life he's really good, but in this year's game he's actually really good. He's one that I've been trying out because he has a specific ability called Gunslinger. And what Gunslinger allows you to do is Gunslinger allows you to throw the ball faster. So if you're getting blitzed, you don't have to worry about it as much.
Now, is there a way for me to get Lamar Jackson to hurry up and get to the line where he's just dancing around?
Yeah, it's basically got me. Once you snap the ball, if you just like hit X once or twice, like rapidly, he'll go to the line faster. All right, so Brian basically has to get an onside kick or he has to stop me. Uh-oh.
RG3. Nope.
That was an interesting move. Why'd you go for 2?
Why not?
Are you going to onside kick? Oh, he is.
I am
Moment
going
of
to
truth.
play for the ball.
He wants to have the ball back.
Little strategy here I like to call get it.
Oh, my goodness.
You got
Okay, so you still could stop me.
I could, yes. I haven't done it yet, but I could.
All right, guys, we're going to have a little fun with Mr. Brian.
You don't want to do that.
Watch the receiver on the left side of the screen.
I'm going to watch
Are you
the
ready?
quarterback.
I think you should guard him yourself.
That would probably be worse than the computer guarding him.
Okay, so here you go.
Sammy Watkins, the Clemson boy. Give me that.
He got it! All right, Brian, here you go.
Thanks for telling me what you were going to do.
I got a little confident.
That's good. You got to play with confidence.
All right, single back east formation. I don't know if I've ever seen someone run this.
Well, we're learning a lot today. Oh, he's just going to bring the whole house. And you're going to call a timeout.
Want the ball back.
I bet you do. Now, for all of y'all watching, if I do somehow beat Cody, he will get very upset. And that's not going to happen. That's a good zone play. This is good. I honestly read it as a blitz. I did. Should have waited a second. Oh. So why is Earl Thomas glowing?
Because you got an interception with him. So one of the things you might want to do is not beat him because
I like being.
when he gets lit up like that, the computer is going to play really, really well.
Okay. I'm going to trust you. I should have played as him. I'm not trusting you anymore in this game.
I felt like a trap.
Yep. I'm going to call a timeout. Did you already call one? It didn't even pop up. See, you have to have faith in yourself, or you start listening to the guy next to you who's upset because he threw an interception. And when you do that, then you don't play as well. The best part is I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be blitzing here, but I'm just going to play zone. Tricked you. We ran our own crossing routes. I keep clicking the wrong play.
You just ran around. No.
I got him laughing.
Dot.
Ah!
Oh.
I got you there.
Brian is hanging here at the end of the game.
I think the 3-minute quarters are somehow playing in my advantage because it doesn't give you enough time to have the ball the entire game and score 900 points.
That's probably true. I think you just have to have faith in yourself.
That you do.
Dot.
He was wide open. I could have made that throw. And I can't even see over the lineman.
Well, we're going to close this one out, Brian. I don't know if you'll be able to score to lessen the damage that's been done, but what's your takeaway from the game so far?
Got to get better.
How do you get better?
Practice.
What's your training regiment?
Well, a lot of greens.
Don't worry, you'll probably get me in the next game. We're going to play MLB.
I sure hope so. Or it's going to be a long day. Now, with 15 seconds left and a 14-point lead, why didn't you just do a squib kick?
Because,
Oh,
because squib kicks aren't very good in this game.
so they're trash. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, basically.
Got it. All right, I'm going to run the play goalpost. You need to
Is that what was that really called? Goalpost?
If you could just blitz everyone, that would be great. I don't know what he's doing. He's hitting a lot of buttons. I blitzed everyone, and I threw it to the biggest guy on the field. Someone blocked
He's
for him.
running. He's running.
Serpentine! Yeet!
He got him with the one.
Are you kidding me? Well,
All right.
thanks for being a pal and doing what I asked. At least
see-
Patrick Mahomes didn't throw for 200 yards.
He was 1 yard. He was 1 yard shy. Well, guys, that's the video. Hope it helped you guys get a little bit better in Madden. And I hope what you took away was you have to have faith in your system. You have to have faith that your players are going to get open. You have to have faith that players are going to do what they say they're going to do. So, anything else, Brian?
I think that's about it.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys later.